Hi all, we are here with Jorge Aliò, Professor and Chairman of the Ophthalmology at Miguel Hernandez University in Alicante, and also the Chair of the 6th European Aniridia Conference. So thank you for being with us.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here and to be at the end of this first day of the meeting. Indeed, the atmosphere has been excellent because it's not only about science and it's not only about application of the science, but it's about the interaction with the patients, which is a very unique meeting that is not frequent at all, you know. So we have here the basic elements of science, from genetics to proteomics, to the many aspects of science today applied to the study of an eye disease, to the translational research, that is a clinical research and application to patients, and from this to the patient that is here. So this is a complete cycle, the alpha to omega, in which we are really getting into the universe of aniridia. In this session we have this day two different types of sessions. The first one was an introductory one in which we presented something that we are very proud of, which is the monography on aniridia that was published in Spanish and English by Spanish Society of Ophthalmology, but promoted by the Aniridia Association in Spain. It's the first time, as far as I know, that a patient's association promotes a monography on science that is in the peer-reviewed journal like this. This is very important and obviously leads to the second, which is the interaction between science and clinics. We have two different sessions, one about clinical science, another about genetics. Genetics are indeed in the baseline of this disease, because aniridia is a genetic disease. So this this study and the series of presentations that we've done really highlight the level in which the science is today and has been developed for the understanding of the aniridia problem. And indeed, I think that everybody has learned a lot, because the basic genetic scientists that are being invited to this meeting have really made a point in which is the level in which we have the knowledge on the disease, the knowledge that is obtained from a molecular basis, the knowledge that is obtained from animal models that are created, and more recently from organoids, which is a very elegant and indeed non-invasive way to investigate genetic diseases, and it has been extremely well explained here. The clinical session was about the treatment of the different components of the aniridia problem, from the ocular surface to the cornea, to the glaucoma, to the crystalline lens, and finally the understanding of the foveal problems that have no solution so far, but are one of the limitations that are limiting the quality of life of the aniridic patient. And finally, we have high technology applied with a contact lens in a way that we can regulate again the pupil, and probably in the future to create a low vision aid that is just to put in the eye in the morning and to take it out in the afternoon or in the evening, something that can help a lot of people, not only from aniridia but also from other types of low vision problems, included aniridia and the related diseases.
Moreover, the technology also in genetics and in clinical is not the first time, but is one of the conference, the European conference, in which the technology was protagonist more than in the past, we can say. This is the perspective of the future for aniridia, according to you?
According to the evidence, you know, we are now in a moment in which technology is applied to all areas. The first one is indeed the genetics. We are not close to solve the genetic problem of aniridia. There will be, in my opinion, in the following years, much more knowledge and understanding and application to really control the evolution of the PAX6 gene, which is the cause of aniridia. The new drugs are appearing that can modulate this as well, and I think that we have, from this perspective, a technology that is coming from the genetic side and also from the industry, bringing new tools that can be understood better with the genetic background that we have in the organoids and in the studies that have been performed. Other technologies are surgical technologies. For instance, the artificial iris. Artificial iris are a problem today, because one of the main problems of aniridia is not to have iris. Obviously, this is the name of the disease and from everything comes from, but indeed this artificial iris development that at this moment is not that clear in application is going to happen to be clear, because it's something that we need to incorporate to the aniridia treatment when we operate the cataract. Cataract surgery is challenging in aniridia, and surgical technology is assisting the surgeon and the patient in improving the prognosis and the outcomes that we have from cataract surgery. And technology is applied also to the ocular surface. I'm talking about biological technology, biomedical technology, and tissue engineering that are clearly the future of corneal surgery and the future of the difficult cases such as aniridia that we have to face, the clinicians like me, every day or every week when we have this patient. How to solve the corneal problems with all the immunological and inflammatory problems we have, probably with the bioengineering studies that have been performed and are coming in the future. We shall solve a lot of these problems, even all because, in my opinion, this technology, this biological technology, is the real hope and future that we have in ocular surface reconstruction and corneal surgery.
And the other main point that is related also to the fact that the multidisciplinary activity is a big point for the future of the therapies and of the care of the patients is the collaboration. Today we talk about EARN, European Reference Network, but also registry for patients. So the link, as you said before, between patient and scientists and specialists are more and more important, and why this is so crucial for the future of aniridia, we can say.
For the future of science, collaboration and networking is absolutely essential, because a rare disease like this, in which one clinician can see 6 or 7 cases in their clinical life, is totally different if you have a network. In networks, we have one in Spain, we got the 200 cases, something you never have in a hospital, or seldomly you have in hospitals, only very last one. But if we consider that we are in a European organization, this is even better. Today, the Spanish Aniridia Association has brought a report about the condition of the patient with aniridia socially, and this social data attached to the clinical data that is in the databases can create a tremendous knowledge about what is the future and the present of an aniridic patient, because these databases include not only the facts of the the problems of the patient with aniridia, but also details about the education, details about the promotion of labor, about how the patients relate at home in family lives, how we can improve, in other words, in the quality of life of the human being that suffers aniridia. So I think that these databases, European collaboration and networking, are going to assist education, science, and treatment of the aniridic patient in a tremendous amount in the future. Never before we had this opportunity, indeed.
So what is the best takeaway from the first day of this conference that you bring at home, we can say?
Well, I think that the good news are a lot, but the main one, if I have to select one, is we have a hope for the future. We have a hope for the patients with aniridia. We have a hope for the surgery of these patients. And finally, we have a hope for the future generations that will take aniridia with a solution from the genetic point of view and from the consequences from the clinical standards that we're creating.
And so still working for this hope, and thank you for your answers.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have this gathering with my colleagues and patients. Tomorrow we have a day focused on the patients, and we shall explain to the patients what has been the clinical sessions of today, how they can get a help in this knowledge, and to promote a better medical education in what is the treatment and the state of the art in aniridia treatment today. So I'm very happy to be tomorrow again here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.